All right, so here's a question, but like black men get excoriated and uh, chastised publicly in media, whatever, for their lack of absence in the homes and their lack of participation. But my question is, how do you motivate? Because this generation is already over with and it's done. I think my generation, men my age, they do a lot more and more involved with their children. But I'm saying for like the future generations coming up, like how do you? They see men getting excoriated in the media and bashed, if you may use that defeatist word or victimhood word. But we see that narrative, but we also see at the same time the young children see, and young girls see this too, women getting praised and uplifted and you know getting kudos for either choosing to be in that situation because it's majority of them is by choice, or you see successful celebrity females, whatever, downplay the value of marriage and family. Like, it's somewhat liberating to birth bastard babies. Like, you can just do it. And I'll give some examples. But how do you have both scenarios happen at the same time? And what effect do you think that has on the next generation, where they see men getting ostracized and demonized for their part in the situation, but women, on the other hand, get praised, uplifted, get viewed as victims, or even if they just outright choose to have children and not see the value of marriage, um, it's just simply their choice. How do you have both situations happen at the same time? You remember you had Nia Long as one example, does on the cover of Essence, and pregnant, pregnant, not married, no importance of marriage, and I'm doing me right now, and it's no value in it, and even promoted and told women in their 40s that never been married, have no children, go ahead and have those babies at 40. It's not a problem. It's liberating. That don't listen to your doctor. Forget what society tells you, right? You have that narrative going on, right? Then you have Joe Scott, who did an article in another magazine talking about that village it takes to raise a child. She got pregnant by her band, her drummer, I guess, and they're obviously not together after that situation. But she does an article talking about the village that leftists keep using that African proverbs all out of its context. But she mentioned aunts and aunties and grandmas and sisters, but she completely avoided men or fathers in that conversation in her whole article. She did not mention anything about the child's father or men being involved in that village it takes to raise a child. Another woman, black, with somewhat influence, a voice, and yet she's also promoting bastard baby making. Unbelievable. This little clip is so unbelievable. But anyways, here's another example, right? And this is the third example. This is what actually sparked me to do this video. Is you have this woman, I think she's in her 40s, she's in New York City. I think she's from a new reality show on Oprah's network. But this is another female, another black woman with some platform, specifically saying that she's ready for a child. She's ready to be a single mother by choice. She's not picking a suitable mate or a good father for the kid. She's not important. Those things aren't important to her, right? That's irrelevant to her right now because she has money. She has the ability to take care of the child and provide for it for herself. So again, how do you have the conversation about the younger generation of men and the importance of fatherhood and marriage and being in the homes to build a strong community, while at the same time we have ample examples of black women publicly telling younger women and women in general that it's not important, that they can do it without men, that men are not needed. How do you have those same conversations? How do you demonize men for their lack of absence, but praise women on the other side of that equation for choosing to be single mothers by choice? Because that doesn't compute to me. You can't have both narratives going on at the same time. You can't distill or instill the importance on one hand to men when the females are like, it's not important. I can do that later. Now, if you look at it outside of the black community, look at it deeper, because the black community is just a microcosm of what's going to happen to America eventually in the future. It's like the test, the experiment. You look at, I did the video creating children without men, the future of sex. In that video, on a different level, they're trying to use science to create children without men, period, even making men more disposable. And then you look at the narrative of the new highest statistic of single mothers are actually young, affluent white women who are adopting or, having surrogates or sperm donors or whatever to create children because, men. And the same result, money or not, educated or not, of course you're in a better position, but it still has a negative effect on society. But in context of this video, I'm specifically talking about black women who publicly make it their duty to dumb down the importance of having a real family and the effect it has on the child. And out of their selfishness, will promote this narrative. Like, it's one thing to say you doing this for yourself, even though you know it's wrong. I get that, That's not what Leah Long did. She's like, no, you other 40-year-old women who've never had children and not married, you do it too. Don't let society change your mind, or don't let your doctor tell you not to do it. Just do it. You can't have it both ways. You cannot, motivate these younger men to do what they need to do while you promote and glorify and, let so many black women go on TV or in a public platform saying the bullcrap that these ladies are saying. You can't have it both ways.
You want to have a baby, and you do want to...
I will.
With him?
Yeah, I'll do it.
27-year-old?
Yeah. Why not? I'm grown. I can take care of myself.
You really would?
Yeah, and the baby.
Even though y'all not married and not in a committed relationship? Or is this a committed relationship?
We're committed for now.
But
You hear me? I'm looking for a baby daddy and not a husband first. It's so whack. I got it all twisted around. But, you just want somebody that's cute, because I don't want no busted kid. And these days, I'm like, can he be a baby daddy? This is my moment to do what I really want to do. I want a kid now. So, you ready? You want to have a kid?
Right,
let's go.
do
We're doing it anyway.
I'm just look, I love you. I'm just making sure you're getting what you want. A 27-year-old baby daddy. Really? I don't want your time to be ticking and he's not serious. I mean, how would it feel if he wasn't the good dad that you thought? He was gone.
Well, then I can afford my own kid and I can take care of my own child, period. That over 35, man, it just hits you like a ton of bricks. And you're just like forced to readjust who you are. I want to be a mother. I have to be a mom. I have to be a mom.
I actually put this question in the group, but this video, the clip that you saw, that female in the group, and even the women who are pro-family and pro-marriage and all that, they didn't have any ill will or wrong words for her. Some of them were even on the narrative of, there's that time in a woman's life when she goes through these phases and changes and she wants that baby. Like what? So you can, at the drop of a dime, roast a dude for being the other side of this equation, right? You can put him on blast and tear him to shreds on how he's hurting and destroying black communities and what have you, but you have no ill words or no condemnation, nothing for the woman in her situation. And it doesn't compute to me how we can have two different narratives, two different standards, I guess, when it takes two to have these children, but we demonize one part of the situation and we encourage and uplift the other, even from women who are pro-family and pro-marriage and understand the importance of a two-parent household. I don't get that.